It's been a great year for disc golf in South Carolina, and a great year for disc golfers from South Carolina. And with that in mind, I'd like to take the time to highlight the top 10 MPO players from South Carolina. So I didn't just pull these numbers out of the blue. I decided to use statistics from the PDGA website. When you go to the PDGA's website and you go under membership, you can go to player statistics and you can find out a lot of information here. I used 3 criteria to make this list. I used ratings, and I used cash earned, and I used points earned. And then I applied 3 baselines to the criteria: a minimum of a 990 rating, $3,000 earned cash, and 5,000 earned points. Finally, I ranked all of the MPO in those 3 categories, and then I averaged all of them to create the top 10. Before we get to the top 10, just a few honorable mentions from the state. First up, we got the Hannu cousins. We got Brent from Landrum, South Carolina, and Will from Taylor, South Carolina. Brent has a 994 rating, and he took cash in 7 of 12 MPO events across the Southeast. Will has a 995 rating and took cash in 10 of 14 events. And checking in with a 998 rating from Simpsonville, South Carolina, is Ryan Mon, recently signed with Discraft Underground. He took first in 15 of 19 MA1 events in 2023, and that includes winning the USDGC doubles with partner Davidson McMurray. In late 2023, Ryan started playing MPO and took 3 wins but did not accept cash. Coming in at number 10 from Rock Hill, South Carolina is Tyler Wozniak. Tyler has a 990 rating, and he cashed at most of the events he played in the Southeast. He had great showings at Myrtle Beach Open and the Charlotte Charity Classic, as well as an MPO win in Rock Hill at Westminster Park. At number 9, we have Ben Wolff from Clemson, South Carolina. Ben has a 999 rating, and he took cash at Leadstone, Pro Worlds, and the Blue Ridge Championship at North Cove in Marion, North Carolina. At number 8, from Jackson, South Carolina, is Martin Kneece. Martin has a 1,006 rating, and he might as well be called Mr. Southeast because he played in 27 MPO events across the Southeast, and he cashed in all but 2 of them. This includes 13 podium finishes and 6 wins. If you've seen any recent social media ads by Dynamic Discs, then you know the guy coming in at number 7, Greenville, South Carolina's Jake Wolff. Jake has a 1,006 rating, and this is his first year on tour. Highlights include taking 5th at the Discmania Open, a Silver Series event, and 4th at Jim Palmieri's American Flying Disc Open. He cashed at 4 other Disc Golf Pro Tour events, as well as the Memorial in Arizona and Pro Worlds in Vermont. At number 6, from Taylor, South Carolina, we have Dylan Seppala. Dylan has a 1018 rating, and he took cash at all but 3 events that he played in 2023. This includes Ledgestone, the Champions Cup, and Pro Worlds. Tied at 4th are 2 other full-time touring players from South Carolina. First up, from Simpsonville, South Carolina, is Discraft's Jake Mon. Jake is rated 1013, and he played 30 events in 2023, cashing at 17 of them. Highlights for Jake include the Zootown Open in Montana, Waco, the Portland Open, and cashing at 7 other Disc Golf Pro Tour events. From not far down the road in Woodruff, South Carolina, is Discraft's Micah Groth. Micah only played in 12 events in 2023 due to a recurring finger injury, but he cashed in all but one of those and also is currently the highest rated player in South Carolina at 1022. Highlights for Micah in 2023 include winning the Brent Hambrick Memorial and top 20 showings at the Kansas City Wide Open, the Mid-America Open, and 24th at the Champions Cup. Coming in at number 3 from North Augusta, South Carolina is Braden Sides. Braden's rated 1017 right now, and he is formerly of Discmania, but will be announcing a new sponsor soon. Braden cashed in 30 of 34 MPO events in 2023, and this includes 6 wins at events such as the Tennessee States Championship and the Lake Marshall Open. You might be surprised to find this guy's name on the list, but we're fortunate enough in South Carolina to have a major league transplant from the Southwest. This is Discraft Team Captain Paul Ulibarri. Coming in at 1021 rated, Paul's been a member of the PDGA since 2005, and his 2023 highlights include taking down 4th at Idlewild, 11th at the PCS Open in Sula, 13th at the Memorial, 15th at Ledgestone, and cashing at 17 other events. As a side note, Paul has a pretty active YouTube channel, including the video you're seeing here, which he was kind enough to allow me to use. This is from Boyd Hill Park in Rock Hill, one of the oldest traditional park courses in South Carolina. You can find a link to Paul's channel, as well as all of the extra videos used in this countdown, in the description. If you know anything about South Carolina disc golf, then the guy at number 1 should be no surprise. This is Discraft's Evan Scott from Duncan, South Carolina. In stats for this countdown, Evan came in first both in points and cash, as well as second in rating with 1021. He cashed in 21 out of 28 events in 2023, and the cash level was typically pretty high. Highlights for Evan in 2023 include winning the Zootown Open Disc Golf Pro Tour Silver Series event, second at the Discraft Cascade Challenge, another Silver Series event, 8th at the Kansas City Wide Open, 15th at Pro Worlds, and cashing in 12 other Disc Golf Pro Tour events. "2023 has been a great year for disc golf in South Carolina and for its golfers, so here's hoping that 2024 is even better."